Hi, my name is Bran Okoth from the Standard Group, and this is an exclusive interview with Machakos Governor, Dr. Alfred Mutua. You are trending today at number 4, top 4. You always trend.
Yeah, it's good. You know, somebody said that to be talked of ill is not good. But it is better to be talked of badly than not to be talked of at all. Donald Trump became the president of the United States because people kept on talking about him, even negatively. So when people talk about me and I'm trending regardless of the topic, I'm doing very well. It's a world of marketing and publicity, and I'm good.
And being a communications expert, of course you know that better than most of us who are out there away from the communications world. But let me ask you a very straightforward question. What is the problem with Boniface Mwangi?
I choose not to discuss people. You know, great minds discuss ideas. Simple minds discuss people. So when you ask me that question, I'd rather tell you that I'm on a program to ensure that our polytechnics in Kenya will all be providing free education like you do in Machakos. Do you know in Machakos now, as a young person, if you want to study to be an electrician, to be a plumber, to be a secretary, to do beauty, as a young woman, to do secretarial, and you go to any of our VTCs, village polytechnics owned by the county, you pay nothing. We educate you for free because I want to arm you with the skills to be able to go out and look for a job. Because people say, I don't have a job, but they don't have the skills. I stood somewhere there the other day, and young people are going to be, hakuna kazi, tafutia kazi. Nikasema, okay, I'm building a hotel, nataka plumber. Moja. Wakasema, wapi plumber? Wakasema, wapi Musoki? Musoki ameenda kazini. Haya, I need an electrician. Haya, bachalo. Chalo electrician iko wapi? Ameenda kazini. Okay, I need a mason. Nataka fundi wa mawe, kupanga mawe. Aendie wende monge, ayuko. Because the ones with skills are getting opportunities. And yes, there are men with skills who are at home. I understand that. But it's also about adjusting. You can have papers as a journalist, but you can also get another skill to hold on to even as you wait for a journalism job to come. So that's the kind of answer I give to questions about individuals. I want to talk about the people who are there.
It's good you're really maintaining your focus on what really matters according to you. But if you really didn't hear the noise that comes around on what people are saying, either offline, on social media and all that, then you wouldn't send the demand letter you sent yesterday.
No, you know, you do things because you need to do things properly. And you do things properly because you have to do things properly. So you do things because you have to do things. Doesn't mean that you're
caught. So that is part of
you're not caught. That's part of my system. I do things well. And you seal holes and you do things properly. Doesn't mean you're caught up in the drama. No, you move on, because for me, my focus are the people of this country. And my focus is, I don't want sideshows, because people will bring sideshows to deflect me from my main focus of being president. And I see them for there. Unajua tunasema nimeonea 18.
Nimekuonea yard.
Nimekuonea kwa yard. Nimekuonea 18. Hiyo game yako unacheza nimeiona kitambo bana. So I'm not going to be caught up in games that are trying to distract me. Me, I'm focused for the people of this country.
Earlier you said you're not a vengeful person.
Not at all.
You don't treat an eye for an eye or anything of that sort. But here is, in over much you said you're not discussing, but we're discussing about the bit of vengefulness. But here is a person who says, the governor is targeting me. The governor wants to harm me. He's painting you as that person whom you are running away from in form of identity. You're not seeing that disconnect?
What I am seeing right now are the new 20 kilometers of tarmac road that I've sent my team to work on. And I'm looking at those programs. For example, if you look at, there's a place called Ndidhini, and a place called, no, let me tell you, it's very important.
No,
there's a place called Ndidhini where people carry bodies with their back because there are no roads.
I've seen the roads. We're talking about vengeful characteristics.
Yes, and you see, I'm giving you an answer about the kind of person I am. The kind of person I am is that I concentrate on serving my people. I concentrate on elevating. It's very sad in this country, nearly 60 years after independence, that people can die And when they're being buried, their relatives cannot even drive to the grave site. They have to carry the bodies on their shoulders for kilometers because we have no roads. And we call ourselves an independent state. So the things I want to correct. I'm not going to be caught up with sideshows when our people are being carried by their hand. People are suffering. You go down even in Nairobi on Mombasa Road, you see women standing there selling things for 50 shillings. Their profit is 25 shillings. What are they going to live on? They're living hand to mouth. It's a country where we've become into a system of poverty and a cycle that you can never break out of because we get caught up with tribalism,
Governor,
with sideshows, with corruption,
you quote
with
the
things
Bible
that do not. I quote the Bible because
yes,
I taught Sunday school.
You quote the Bible a lot.
And I'm
so you are a believer of forgive, let's shake hands, let's move on. So if you are to meet the other person who is, according to you, acting aggressively toward you, and in this case, the activist that I'm speaking about, will you shake hand, forgive?
You know, I'm not even aware. You know, you people, I don't know, I'm not even aware of what is going on.
You said yeah, with
but
your signature.
Inafanywa hiyo, inafanywa na watu wangu, inafanywa, unaweka signature, kazi inaendelea. Me, I'm caught up with development, my friend. Yesterday, me, I was busy all day opening roads. Wananchi wamekuwa kwa mahali wamekuwa kikula vumbi. Sasa weko na lami. Watu wamekuwa kanyaga mchanga, drainage. Kulikuwa kukinyesha maji inatoka huko juu na siwa inamwaga soko yote. Sasa tumewekea soko mzuri, tumeweka mifereji ya maji inakuja vizuri. Sikuzungusha. No. It is true. You know, my friend, I'm a journalist. I'm not going to let me tell you, and this is the problem we have in this country. You know, this sensationalism and being caught up in small dramas is not helping us at all. While our people are suffering. Me, I want sensationalism. Mahali imefika ya kwamba so many people wamepewa chapa, wamejivinjari, wamefukuzwa na polisi because they are drinking and having a party because they have more money in their pockets.
This is part of looking,
you know?
This is part of looking into your character as a leader, which you said I'm open to.
For me, let me tell you about myself as Alfred Mutua. Nothing phases me. Okay. For me, I'm a Christian who believes that the reason I'm here is for the service of other people. I don't think about myself. I don't think about, I don't know how to say it. Mimi nimejitolea. I'm a servant. You know what I mean? If I think I was a Catholic, I would have become a priest. You know, I'm a servant. And I want to serve my people. And when you're a servant or you're a shepherd, unaenda huko, unapigana na simba, unatoa nini, because you are taking care of your flock. You don't start thinking about yourself.
Yes.
And service and servitude is what is lacking in our country, where people get into position of power, and instead of taking care of their people, they think about themselves.
Governor, tuache politicians wengine. Mimi naongelea wewe. Na at one point you were quoted in an interview as saying there's a difference between Raila Odinga and William Ruto. And according to you said, mmoja anasamea na anasahau anaenda. Ukasema mwingine anaweka kwa roho na hata waisamea.
Mimi ni kama, I tell you. No, I didn't say mimi, nilisema wacha niongee juu yangu. Hawa watajiongelea. I am a person who passionately believes in the goodness of humanity. And I'm a person who believes that we can all hold hands and walk together. I'm a person who does not have any ill feelings on anybody. I'm a person who believes that your wrongs do not basically decide who you are. And I taught Sunday school as a Christian. And I believe in giving people respect, and especially women. Yeah, I see a lot of disrespect towards women. You respect women. If you love your mother, if you love your daughter, you love your sisters, you need to respect all women and support them, because women hold the foundations of our country. Whether you agree or disagree with them, you respect them, and you treat them with the decorum that you should treat them. And that is what we need in this world of ours, is to be able to hold hands and move together. Umeelewa? We have no time for, especially when you're serving people, you don't have time for sideshows or garagashas. You're able to move on and be able to support each other.
Governor Boni is your constituent here.
I'm not going to discuss that, man. So you can continue. I won't be caught up in the.
But you're a believer of.
I won't discuss those things.
You're a believer of forgive and forget?
I won't discuss those things.
Okay. Governor, when I was being given a tour of the White House, a very delicately built structure, I saw the office of the First Lady there. It's not occupied. Do you really feel somebody should have occupied it?
Well, it's not the only office that is not occupied. There's another office of some advisors that are not occupied, the finance department. You see, this building is built for the people of Machakos, and it's not built for me. It's built for perpetuity. Governors will come. So that's an office and a space for people who will occupy that office for posterity. So it's not about now. You see, I never get caught up with the now. I get caught up with where are we going? What is this for? This is not my office. People ask me, Mutua, umejenga hii ofisi ya kifahari hivi. It's beautiful, it's elegant. Have you seen the toilets? You should show the toilets. Eh? Yes, have you seen the corridors? You know, with your camera, you give you a tour. Yes. But you build it, alafu unatoka kama governor. Yes, because it's not for me. I build it for the people of Machakos. We have to have the heart to do things for people. It's not always about us.
Statement yako ilikuwa na juice. In youth circles tunaita juice. A lot of PR. Watu wajui nini kimetokea. Juu kama unaishi na mtu.
Let me tell you one thing. When you have issues with people you've lived with, let them remain there. Let them remain there. Your issues should not be public. If you respect somebody, let them remain there. Yeah. You must have respect for somebody that you've been with. You don't go paya. You know what I mean? You don't. And nobody's perfect in this world. You know, you're not perfect, I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. Respect, and that's what we lack. Decorum and respect. You know? Wacha wengine wafanye yao, wafanye. Oh, we want to respect, decorum. Let people have decorum. And this country will be nice. Tukule happy bana, tukule sherehe. You know? Because we live well as a people who respect each other and take care of each other. And before I forget, young people, Mimi, let me tell you the type of women to avoid.
Tell us.
A woman who tells you that sisikizani na mama yangu. Mimi, I can't stand my mother. My brother, kimbia. Run like there's no tomorrow. A young man who tells you, I can't get along with my mother, can't get along with my father. Run, young lady. Because the people who bring you to this world, you don't have to like them, but you respect them and you get along with them. Because your father, your mother, mama yako alikubeba miezi 9. And you know mortality rate really very high hapa in this continent of ours. There is nothing as dangerous as giving birth. It's very traumatic. People die. Your mother alikubeba akakuzaa. Hata akiwa ni sheitani namna gani. You should respect and try to get along with your mother. So always go for people who have a sense of family, who take care of the people in their family. Hata kama ni wabaya namna gani, wanawapatia respect. Lakini mtu anakuambia, can't get along. Mama yangu we don't talk. Baba yangu we don't talk. How now? Hata Biblia inasema, respect your father and mother, and years will be added upon you. That's the Holy Bible scriptures. Na mtu anaenda kanisa kila wakati, ndio kwanza anakota sadaka. Ndio hapa na asha people. Bwana asifiwe. Amen. Kama vile imesemekana katika kitabu cha Yohana mlango wa 3 mstari wa 16 ya kwamba Yesu Mungu alituonea huruma, aliupenda ulimwengu akamtuma mwanae afe ndio aokoe dhambi zetu. Na vile inasemeka kitabu cha Ufunuo mlango wa 3 mstari wa 20, amesimama kwa mlango Yesu Kristo. Nimesimama nabisha, ukifungua nitakuja nile na pamoja nawe. Yeye jamaa ana preach hivyo, yuko hapo kanisani, huyo dem yuko hapo anaimbisha kumbaya my Lord, kumbaya. Huyo mzee yuko hapo ana collect sadaka, alafu anasema they don't get along with the father, they don't get along with the mother. Come on, shindwe.
Achana na.
Achana, hiyo ni hypocrisy. You have to have a good family basis. That's right. For you to have a good relationship with every other people in your life.
Mimi si mwanasiasa, lakini hiyo umesema kweli. Nakubaliana na wewe. Do you miss the first lady? Former first lady?
You miss people who come into your life. You miss people. I had a good friend of mine who I miss very much called Sankara. Nicholas Koigi Wanjohi. He was my best friend, and I was with him throughout from 5 and 6, and then we became very, very good friends. He died of cancer. Went to UK, died of cancer. And once in a while I wonder how I miss, because we talked about getting old with Sankara. Talked about sitting down to mezeeka, you know, tukicheka, and Sankara died and we buried him. So the people who are in your life, even for a month, 2 months, 6 months, 10 years, 20 years, they leave a part of them in you, and it is natural for you to miss them. It is natural for you to miss them. You have to be the devil incarnate for you to not to miss anybody who's been in your life. That is why death is so permanent. And that is why when people go, we cry, because they're not coming back. And we have to enjoy life while you have it. Live life to fullest. Enjoy life with others to the fullest. You know, as they say, tell your stories to people. You know, tell them you love them. Kuna wimbo ya this country music singer, I like music, anaitwa Garth Brooks. And then it was written, it says, if tomorrow never comes, if tomorrow never comes, you know, will I have loved you enough? If tomorrow never comes, will I have told you I love you? You know, Google, YouTube, if tomorrow never comes. If you love, love. Unajua mimi love. So angalia hiyo, kama unapenda mapenzi. Garth Brooks, if tomorrow never comes. There's another guy who also did the same song. But Garth Brooks wrote, if tomorrow never comes. So, wewe kama unapenda, penda. Na upende. Penda. Wacha upenda, maisha ni fupi. Penda and mean well. Be well.
So Governor,
don't be arrogant.
Well.
Don't be arrogant. Don't be violent. You know, I don't like violence. There's been so much, as Martin Luther King said, that there's enough violence in the 20th century, the last century, to last eternity. We've had enough bloodshed, enough violence. Don't be violent. You know, when you're angry, walk away. You know, the guy who said that hata maji ya moto usiku asubuhi yamepoa. Walk away. Asubuhi itakuwa imepoa. Hata kama umekasirika namna gani itaisha. And I saw another quote that said, if you're so angry about something, ask yourself, will this issue be so important 5 years from today? You'll find hata next year itakuwa.
True.
So then why unaletea mtu mwingine ya nini? So just love people, accept them for who you are, and live your life. And then you find, then you enjoy life bana. Una enjoy sana, una baggage, unakula raha.
Unaponda raha.
Unakula raha vizuri sana.
Governor, you are a social media meme somewhere. When you hosted your party, kuna a certain bit of your interaction there with the former First Lady that is doing the rounds. Napata kwa WhatsApp. Wanasema Governor alipigwa character development. Unajiongelesha. So you're speaking with the First Lady there, and she doesn't look like she's listening to you attentively.
I don't listen to those things because look at the video. Watch a picture. Unajua picture just captures a moment. Look at the video.
Kwa hivyo video ilikuwa na...
Wacha angalia video, wacha mambo.
Ilikuwa na action kibao.
Wacha angalia video. Yeah. And we friends
Yes.
talk, you know. Yeah.
Friends talk. Hata kama kusikizi Governor.
Unasikizwa? Mimi nikiongea mimi usikizwa. Okay. Na wengine wakiongea wananisikiza.
Na pia kuna, you know, the world of social media today, a lot is being said. And now that I'm here with you, I feel like I have a lot to ask you, but I also have to maintain it within professional confines, but I will ask anyway. There were claims that maybe the Governor was manipulative while in the relationship.
You know, as I said, you know, I'm not going to discuss my relationship. I won't. It's disrespectful for the other person. And vice versa. You don't discuss some of those things. And you know, it's funny, people don't realize that people can come to, unasema, it's been nice. Inaisha. Si lazima kukue kulikuwa na shida. Shida inakuwa, lakini not necessarily. You can come to a point and say, it's been nice. It's been nice.
I see that a lot na wazungu.
Yeah. It's a sense of maturity. You have to mature and realize that you don't own anybody. And you move on, and I'm happy, and you're happy, and everybody's happy. And life moves on, bana.
Governor, life really moves on. But First Lady, say amekuwa the First Lady of music. Tunaona.
I'm not going to discuss.
She has moved on.
I'm not discussing.
No, we're not discussing her. Yeah. We're discussing you. She has moved on. Yeah, asha weka life yake pamoja ndani ya lori ameenda. But Governor bado yuko peke yake hapa in Nairobi. Ama kuna mtu unashinda usiku baby hani na tujui.
Wacha waseme watachoka.
Gavana, uko na mtu unashinda baby usiku.
Wacha waseme watachoka.
Si wanasema, wewe ndio unasema kwa simu.
Wacha waseme watachoka. I don't discuss my things. There's a time for everything. The book of Ecclesiastes, I think it's 11th chapter, says there's a time for everything under the world. The time to be born, a time to die. There's a time to talk about some things, not talk about some things.
That's true.
Yeah.
What makes a good marriage?
A friendship. You need to be friends with somebody, and you need to be, friendship. I think friendship is important. And love. You need to love somebody, you know. You give yourself to somebody and love truly. It's very important. It sorts out a lot of things, but friendship.
All right. Besides disrespect to your spouse's parent, like you had highlighted before, what is the other deal breaker that can make a young man, a young woman say, it's time for me to walk out? Malice. You don't want to be with somebody who is malicious. Somebody who thinks it's either their way or no way, and feels like... There's a book I ask people to read. It's a clever book. It's a book called... There's a guy called Malcolm Gladwell. Malcolm Gladwell. He's an African-American Jewish author from the US. He's written a book called The Tipping Point. But he's got another book called Blink, about things that... And it talks about how you can actually know a relationship is going nowhere when there's a bit of malice. Inaitwa madharau. Mkianza kudharauliana kwa relationship ni vibaya. Usidharau mwenzako. Madharau is very bad. Hiyo malice ni hiyo madharau. It's something. So look at somebody. Mtu anakudharau achana naye. If you're a woman and a guy starts shouting at you, hata mjawana, anakushika shati na shake ati nilikuwa nimeelewa, I'm sorry honey, ama anakupiga kofi, ukiona atakulima, atakuchimba bana. You know, violence. Avoid violence. You know, nobody should hit you, nobody should push you, nobody should do anything against your will. Don't. It's your body, your physical being, whether you're a man or a woman, is yours. Nobody should force you, unless it's a state. Wanakufunga, kupiga bakora because umefanya makosa. But apart from that, nobody. That's it's a felony to even slap you. Nobody should ever harm you or force you to do anything you don't want. You need to have somebody who respects you, who knows that a no is a no, a yes and a yes. A no is not a maybe. And especially our young girls, they need to realize that you cannot excuse bad behavior na kusema ya kwamba I thought he was drunk, ama he did not misunderstand. Hakuna kitu kama hiyo. Unajua ni kama watu, mtu anaenda nyumbani, anapiga lava wake, anamlima vibaya sana. Alafu anasema, nilikuwa nimelewa, taken sijui nini waliniekea nini. But the same person, wakati amelewa hata zaidi hivyo, akutane na judge, ampigi, akutane na polisi, ampigi. Kila kitu nyumbani kwa sababu ya madharau. Anamchapa kwa sababu amemdharau, because they can get away with it. Madharau. Somebody said that if you leave your boyfriend who has a vision to go to marry somebody who has a television, you'll soon be watching your boyfriend who has a vision in your new man's television. So, do not be enamored by my bling bling. Look at whether this person has potential where they are going, whether this woman has potential where she is going. Si mtu tu mnakula tu happy, mnakula happy alafu kesho. So you need somebody also who you know there's a sense of security. Si mtu tu ana mastori nyingi lakini there's no bread. Hakuna luku. Luku tu lakini amesota vibaya sana. You know people buying unabuy expensive shoes na mfuko imesota, nyumbani hujalipa rent, umenunua kiatu kubwa. Somebody also said, do not buy a 290 purse to have $10 or 10 shillings in that purse. No. That is deep.
Buy a 10 shilling purse or $10 purse to have 290 shillings in the purse. Inakuwa hivyo bana. So it's not about keeping up with the Joneses. It's a balancing act. So kuna watu reckless, all they want is to keep up with the Joneses, anabai. Atatunza mtoto namna gani bana mkizaa? atalea mtoto namna gani?
Anataka kuvaa Gucci, Christian Dior.
For looks. As if wakati amevaa hivyo ndio unaelewa. So you need somebody also who is, you wear those things when you can afford them.
Do you believe in the power of couples reconciling? They went separate ways, they come back together.
And it has been there in the Bible. People go apart, come back together. Hii vitu inapangwa na Mungu bana.
Mimi naye nitakwambia ukweli. Unajua wewe ni best yangu tulikuwa tukiongea. Wewe na Lillian mlikuwa mnakaa fiti. Hata picha ikipigwa inang'ara. So mimi naomba kama itawezekana hapa mbele, vile umesema kama Mungu alipanga ikuwe. Inshallah.
Inshallah.
What happens to Endel?
Endel is growing. We want to expand. I have another lodge in the Savo that I'm still finishing. It's there, and I want to build many A&Ls across the country.
It's the abbreviation for Alfred and Lillian. So
yeah, it's a business name. It's a business name. You get a business name, it sticks. You support the business name.
Hiyo L hapo singekuwa.
Hapana.
A&W, Alfred and
No,
Manjiko.
you don't personalize. It's biashara bana. Let me tell you, ukianza kupersonalize biashara, unaanguka bana. Yeah, uza biashara, tengeneza pesa.
Governor,
huyo W or whatever nitakula raha na yeye nikiwa Greece ama mali nyingine, ile pesa nimetengeneza hapa. Ndio namna hiyo bana.
W.
You don't lose focus.
Kama ni W,
kama ni K, kama ni whatever,
yes.
Kama utakula raha huko.
Kini governor uko na bombshell. Hata mtu anashinda kamba. What is your most embarrassing moment as we wind up the last 5 questions very briefly?
My most embarrassing moment was one time at State House, and another leader of another country, I was there with Deputy President Uhuru, and he was so excited about me, and he told Uhuru, kijana huyu, this young man huyu ndiye atakuwa president after wewe. And Ruto alikuwa amesimama hapo. I felt very embarrassed. Why? For him and also for me. But unajua, you feel...
That's a blessing. That's like...
It was a blessing, but you feel... I felt embarrassed because initially, when he started talking, other people thought it was about them. You know? One. Second question?
Your top 3 songs in the playlist currently, zenye unapenda kusikiza?
Nasikiza. There's a guy called Kivumbi King of Rwanda. I was in Rwanda recently. He's a very good artist. I like listening to Rayvanny. I'm big on hip hop also. I listen to a lot of hip hop. I'm a sucker for rap. I don't know why. From Akina Snoop, those days up to today, I listen to a lot of rap. And then I also like reggae and raga. I grew up in Mutua.
Reggae kuna song fulani wanasemanga marijuana pondi kona, keep me calm, make me smarter. So my youth wanauliza kapia, is it time government legalize?
Ja Rastafari.
Wagwan.
A drug is a drug. It has to be a discussion about the effects of drug, because anything that you take that throws your perspective off is not good. I was somewhere and tukatokea jamaa kwa kichaka amekimbia noma zake, tukauliza what's wrong, tuambia amevuta bangi bana. Amevuta nini?
Bangi.
Si ati amekunywa maji ama amekula nyama ama amekula mbuzi ama amekula nyama ya kuku. Amevuta bangi. Jamaa amechapa, amevuta bangi. Sema inakuwa huyu jamaa anavuta bangi, anazusha, anatulia baadaye. So it's about substances that control the elements. So it's a delicate balance. It's not just about saying tumieni. What does it do, you know? And how is it internationally?
What is the most...
I'm being realistic.
What is the most expensive item in your wardrobe, and how much was it?
My items are mostly about the same. Maybe... It's hard. Let me not talk about that. It's very hard.
The cheapest?
I buy suits. I buy watches. Watches are expensive, but the cheapest, handkerchief, socks.
Yani cheapest unaweza sema, lakini expensive. The most expensive item in your clothes, that which you really covet. Unasema this one.
Yeah, but me sinanga coveting ya nguo. Sinanga. Hii viatu inaisha, unanunua ingine. Just buy things, you move on. And I don't buy things because of expense. Buy things because of the quality. You know, the thing is good quality. It fits you well, looks good. It's quality. So it's not how expensive it is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's important.
What do you find difficult to buy for yourself? I'll be honest, wanaume kuna zile vitu mbili tatu tunashindwanga kujinunulianga. Wanasemanga ni socks, na cheki socks zako ni safi fiti, vest na boxers. But I don't know about you.
I don't wear vests. I can wear t-shirts, V-t-shirts, Mwangi vest. I buy suits a lot. I buy suits quite a bit, and at times it's hard getting the right fitting suit, you know. But it works. It's good that my body is not, you know, and I maintain. I make sure I don't get fat. You know, just make sure that you're fit and healthy. My doctor is in love with my health condition.
BMI iko sawa, kila kitu iko sawa.
Kila iko sawa kabisa. Yeah, I'm as healthy as they come. And health is important. You know, I tell people, kwanza wazee, you wazee wanachenga pesa, you get to my age, you start being reckless, you have money, unaona ina catch up, nini. You can't afford to start getting funny diseases when you're in your 40s or 50s. Unaenda downhill very fast.
Allah.
Governor, so you remain healthy throughout. But you know why I'm like this?
Tell me more.
Because of my activities in my 20s. In my teens and 20s, I was very physically active. Do martial arts, you know, taekwondo, kung fu, karate, Shotokan. If you remain healthy now, even in later years, you're going to be healthy. Every passing day, you always be youthful forever.
Wanasema wazee wataachwa vijana waendee na wanawake wenye bado wako youth kwa sababu kuna maeneo fulani wanashindwanga. Ni ukweli?
Kuna kitu kama hiyo.
Ala.
No, with age you get experience. And it depends vile umejichunga. Ukiwa kitambi imefika hapo kuna shida. But to people like us, you have stamina. Kama wewe uko stamina.
Wewe sio konko.
Au unajua you need to maintain your body, your ability and respect of the other.
Kwa hivyo gavana anawezana.
Wewe wezani?
Mimi nawezana.
Hata mimi nawezana.
You love rap music?
Yes.
Unadara pages za Bible? Siku hizi nadara pages za Bible wa so.
Next question.
Governor, umesema wewe ni Kristo.
Next question.
Next question, 5 things that you'll do for the youth of Kenya. Don't elaborate, just point.
The first 3 years as president of this republic, I'm going to create 5 million jobs. I have the formula, I know it's going to be done. I'm going to make it very easy for you to do business and to access credit to do business and cut out the bureaucratic crap so that you can be able to go forward. I'm going to ensure that all polytechnics and skill-based training in this country are free of charge. So you can get your skills, enhance your skills. If you lose your job, you continue. I'm going to set up a program of supporting entertainment. Hollywood has so much money. Ukienda Las Vegas, it's all about entertainment. Music is entertainment in a pesa. Acting is entertainment. So I'm going to make sure that you have a program whereby you can get into entertainment industry, the arts, painting, everything, and make your money confidently. And 5, I'm going to make sure that you're not harassed. You're going to live a good life, comfortable, where you can wake up in the morning, dream of owning a car, set your targets, and the state supports you in setting up those targets because you only have one life. Ukienda, haurudi.
Wow. It's always nice having Governor Alfred Mutua in the set because it's a pleasure listening to him. As you clearly can see, he's one happy-go-lucky person. And I hope we've gotten a thing or two about him. But above all, I hope you've seen into his character, into his being as a leader. And now it's upon you to decide whether you make the choice, whether it's him or the others in 2022. My name is Brian Okoth from the Standard Group. Have a good one. Thanks.